Hello everyone, welcome back to our second video. This quality should be better than our first video. We are going to talk about today factoring trinomials where a equals 1, a is greater than 1, and where we have to take out a greatest common factor first. As you can see, your next assignment on Sophia is due Sunday, April 12th, 11:30 p.m. You will have plenty of time to do these 20 problems. Again, this is good review. If you forget, you can look on your completed notes, factoring trinomials, okay, where we have our good rules here, and on the back, factoring trinomials, okay, where we have or, and then also factoring trinomials where a is greater than 1, excuse me, okay? Those are located underneath these problems. All right, so let's get started. First problem, we are looking for factors of 30 that subtract to 1. Factors of 30 that subtract to 1. So we have x and x, factors of 30, we have 6 and 5. Those are factors of 30 that subtract to 1. If you don't know, you can list your factors of 30 up here. All right, so they subtract to 1. When the last term is a minus, we have to use different signs. We can use and or. My inners are bigger, inners left. Inners left, middle term goes on the left, opposite on the right. -6, +5 gives me -1. Next, factors of 70 that add up to 17. Factors of 70 that add up to 17. We have 10 and 7. When the last term is a plus, the rule is middle term in both, minus, minus. Again, you can FOIL them back to make sure they are correct. Okay, next. Factors of 72 that subtract to 1. Factors of 72 that subtract to 1. Notice there's a y squared here. So it's not 72 and 1, guys. It's 8 and 9. 8 and 9. Remember, you have a y here, so it's 8y and 9y. Last term's a minus. We have to have different signs. So what's bigger? My outers are bigger. Outers right. Outers right. Middle term goes on the right. Opposite on the left. +9, -8 gives me a +1. Okay. Problem like this. This is a perfect square trinomial. Why is this a perfect square trinomial? Because my first term and my last term are perfect squares. When my first term and last term are perfect squares, okay, I know what my factors are going to be. My factors are going to be square root of 16, 4, and 4. Square root of 25, 5, and 5. Last term's a plus, middle term in both. Okay, we can take 4 and -5 and write it to the second power. Okay, next. Okay, my next problems. All right, I'm going to try to factor, but hey, look guys, I can take out a greatest common factor. I can take out a greatest common factor. So here, greatest common factor is a 5, and I'm left with n squared plus 8n plus 15. Now I bring down my 5 and I factor. Factors of 15 that add up to 8, 5, and 3. Last term's a plus, middle term in both. And that is my answer. Okay, let's try number 6. I'm going to try to factor, but hey, I can take out again a greatest common factor, which is a 3. Greatest common factors of 3. I'm left with x squared minus 3xy minus 4y squared. Okay, I bring down the 3 and I factor. Factors of 4 that subtract to 3. Now normally I would try 2 and 2, but 2 and 2 don't subtract to 3, so I got to try 4 and 1. Don't forget the y. Okay, inners are bigger, inners left. -4, +1 gives me -3. Okay, next. No greatest common factor, so I'm looking for factors of 5, factors of 2 that subtract to 3. We got 5a and a. 2 has got to be 2 and 1, okay? Think for a second. If I put the 2 here, I get 10. The 2's got to go here and the 1's here. 5 times 1 is 5. 2 times 1 is 2. 5 minus 2 equals 3. I'm good. Outer's right. -5, +2 gives me -3. Okay, next. No greatest common factor. Factors of 2. Factors of 42 that add up to 19. Well, 42, I automatically think 6 and 7. I cannot put 6 here. Why? Greatest common factor thingy. Greatest common factor thingy. So, I'll try the 6 here. I'll try the 7 here. Let's see if that works. 12 and 7. 12 plus 7 gives me 19. I'm good. Last term's a plus. Middle term in both. Okay. Last 4 problems. Okay. No greatest common factor. Factors of 3. Factors of 7 that subtract to 4. Well, 3 is just 3 and 1. 7's got to be 7 and 1. Well, where am I going to go? If I put 7 here, that's 21. So let's put 7 here and 1 here. 7 and 3. 7 minus 3 equals 4. I'm good. So I have to make -4. -7, +3 gives me -4. Okay, how do you make, if you don't want to do Illinois, how do you make -4? -7 plus 3, that gives me -4. There's -7, there's +3. Okay, no greatest common factor. Factors of 7, factors of 8 that subtract to 10. Well, 8, I'm going to try 4 and 2. Remember, we always try the ones that are closest together. 4 here is going to give me 28. Let's try 4 here and 2 here. 14, 4. 14 minus 4 equals 10. I'm good. Okay, how do I make a +10? A +14 and a -4. +14 and -4. That's outer's right. Middle term on the right, opposite on the left. Okay, last 2. Oh, look at this. I can pull out a GCF. Here's my GCF. What is it? It's going to be a 4. 7x2 plus x minus 6. Bring down the 4. And factors of 7, factors of 6 that subtract to 1. Well, 7 has got to be 7 and 1. But 6, not 2 and 3. With a difference of 1, it's got to be a 7 minus 6. That's 1. 6 and 1. So, +7 and -6. +7, -6 gives me 1. Now, people, if you're going to do these problems, I need the greatest common factor first. This answer that I'm highlighting is not the only work that you have to show. That doesn't cut it. And finally, another greatest common factor here as well is a 2, x squared minus 16x plus 64. Bring down the 2. Factors of 64 that add up to 16, 8, and 8. Last term's a plus, middle term in both. Final answer is a perfect square trinomial. So I can leave it either way. I can write 2, x minus 8, x minus 8, or 2, x minus 8 squared. And there we have it. After your 2 assignments, we will have a quiz on Monday, the 13th, with more directions to follow. Have a good day, everyone.